This company has 500 plus clients. They manage over $36 million in ad spend, and they wanted help getting qualified appointments on their calendar. They became a client of ours. They paid us money to help them out with the same. And then there's this guy who basically scaled his business from zero to $200,000 a month solely via cold email in like a couple of months, maybe 9 months. I think that's what he claims to have done. So I thought, what if we just try to do what exactly this guy is doing when it comes to cold email and see what type of results we can get. So I'm basically going to be like documenting the entire process. So if we go over to his oldest video, this is basically a video where he's showing how he booked like a call with like a $25 billion executive, basically like a very big company. He got like a call book.
Honest.
So I'm just thinking like we can just steal exactly what he's doing. We could adapt it to this particular company and we could make a lot of money for the same. Of course, this is an experiment, but I'm curious to see how exactly this would end out. So the starting of the video, like I watched a couple of minutes of it, and over here he's just yapping, which is fine, like his first YouTube video. But if we come over to this section, like this is the actual email which he sent out, and I'm seeing if he has like the Google Doc which he shared over here in this video. Yeah, anyways, so he said like he's not giving the link to the Google Doc, but yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing now, just going through the entire video and copying the strategy. So one more thing which I wanted to do is actually get like some idea, because I'm not to the one who went in the sales call with the company. So my partner, someone from my team, actually took it, so I have no clue about what they do. Of course, it's like a marketing agency, they're a part of ICP, but I'm just going to upload like the onboarding form they sent out onto ChatGPT so that I can ask it questions based on that. So I've just uploaded the form. I'll give ChatGPT some context as well. So this is the onboarding form which is shared by me by a company who approached us to book qualified calls for them on the calendar. Remember, they are not the ones providing the service. They want us to connect them with their ideal clients. So I have no idea about what this company sells. Of course, in the onboarding form, they might be selling like different things to different types of people. I'm sure they have uploaded some social proof websites and stuff as well in the onboarding form. So I wanted to go and I wanted to like go and just figure out exactly what would be the best industry we could target for them so that we can book calls on the calendar easily. Remember, they are not promising appointment booking to their clients. You can see what services with they offer. They're going to be promising that we're going to be reaching out to their ideal clients on behalf of them. So just let me know what industry and vertical we can target the best. And the biggest criteria which maybe we can use is the one where they have like the best case study, the most tangible case study, and of course we have to kind of like ensure that our offer and everything is maybe like optimized for cold traffic as well, which I think they're not doing properly over here. But yeah, just give me the industry and help me figure it out. So I'm just gonna give this, it's gonna reason, go through the entire onboarding form. It's pretty big, and I'm just gonna like go and watch this video till then.
Essentially, sort of like a guide on how to write a good email that can actually get a reply
I'm just
from a
gonna
big
skip
shot.
through.
In this case, it was the chief accounting officer, also senior vice president. That's who we target in our offer in our business, either the CFO or the CAO. So you'll notice these emails are really short. In fact,
So one thing which I wanted to say about like copying stuff, if I just copy this word for word, of course it's not going to work out. So you can just see something which works online, and if you're not targeting the same exact people, if you're not getting the exact same leads from like the same exact data source as the person you're stealing the copy from, and if you're not selling the exact same thing, you can just like remodel the script. So if you go and you say the exact, like if you send the exact same email to the exact same guy, person is probably going to be like, yo, I've heard that exact same thing before. But if you go to a vertical or an industry which does not receive cold emails at all, it's very much likely going to work. So you're going to have to see, like if it's super saturated, the industry you're targeting, it can still work. You just have to position yourself differently. But just don't go ahead and steal a script which is working in like which someone showed you on a very saturated industry. If everyone in your industry is hearing the same thing, it probably will stop working. So you just have to see like, is my industry hearing this shit or not?
honestly, this email is longer than I usually like to go. I use something called word counter to make sure that these are actually really short emails. So here, look at this. Here's one that I just had loaded in here. This is another really good emails. So
I'll just
here,
take the
look at
screenshot right now and
Here's one that I
ask
just had
ChatGPT to
called
like extract
word
the
counter.
text. Yo, could you extract the text in the email from email number 1 and give me the text in a code block so I can copy it and modify it?
So that's a screenshot proving that I'm not talking shit. All right, so this was the first email that we sent. So you'll notice these emails are really short. In fact, honestly, this email is longer than I usually like to go. I use something called word counter to make sure that these are actually really short emails. So here, look at this. Here's one that I just had loaded in here. This is another really good email, by the way. No upfront fees. Anyway, ignore that. This 69 words, this one 57 words. Under 60 words is usually a rule that I go for. It's very flexible. Sometimes what you're explaining is very complicated, and you need more time, need more words like this. But honestly, the skill of cold email.
Yeah, like be straight to the point, keep them short. Like I've never actually seen like a long cold email work. Of course, people say like all types of emails work, but personally, only short emails have worked for me. So absolutely correct.
Is, well, it's very easy to explain a complicated thing and write an essay about it, but no one reads an essay. So the real skill is making something very complicated short into something that people will actually read, especially from an email. From
Okay, so like I don't like to consume a lot of information because then it overwhelms me. So I'm just gonna like go ahead and start building out like line by line the exact email which you're gonna be using. So I'm just gonna have like a look at what ChatGPT gave us with the suggestions and what's like the word counter website he
someone
just
you don't
showed.
even know. Would you, in fact, the wording is it in the read? Is their interest? Right? We could,
I don't know. Word count, I'll just search for it. Yeah. 69 words, yeah. This is the exact email. So this could say the same like, hey, hi, first name, whatever. So now he's basically like asking them a question which is going to be relevant to the page. So I'm just going to see like what exact thing he is saying over here. And I'm just going to copy this video and I'll paste the transcript of this video as well to the chat. So ChatGPT understands what I'm trying to do. So this is a website you can use to get like transcripts of YouTube videos for free. youtube-transcript.com. Boom. So automotive. No, it's actually a great case study. Like $200,000 in new monthly recurring revenue, $6 million in lifetime value. Yeah. So let's just go with this because it has like the strong social proof and it just looks good to me, man. Like, yeah, they have pretty good social proof. So let's go ahead with this automotive sector as well in the first place. So now I'm going to be writing like the copy of the email. So I saw this YouTube video from this guy and he basically showed like the exact strategy he used to like book a call with a really successful executive with like a big company. So I was just like trying to create the first email based on the YouTube video which he shared. I'll also share like the exact same email. How can we like basically transition it into our industry so that it works perfectly? And I'll also share like a YouTube video on how to optimize your emails for basically cold traffic so that when the person actually receives the email, he or she is like, okay, this actually is something which I might be interested in because we're not selling to like a warm audience, obviously. We're going to be getting them leads and appointments via cold traffic. So I'll share that as well. So now I'll just like remember like there's this guy called Daniel Fazer and he hates me because I built a scraper of his software on lead contact info. So app.leadcontactinfo.com, it's a software which we have unlimited credits, unlimited scraping enrichment, and we built a scraper for Liskit and we charge $99 for unlimited credits for everything. And he's like, yo bro, we charge $97 for 2000 emails, why the fuck you ruining our business? So he DM me on Twitter, he hates me probably, but he has a course called Client Ascension or some shit. And yeah, so basically I'm gonna go to his YouTube channel and copy like a couple of videos because I don't have the transcripts of the videos of his course, so I can't use them in ChatGPT. So this is a video on offer, I guess, and this is also a video on offer, so maybe I'll copy both of them.
There's a way to build an agency where you don't need to become an expert in every.
So I'll copy this. Copy. This is pasted.
That he can make.
I'll paste this as well. Boom. So this is the email. Boom. And again, if you don't know how to write good emails, like AI is not going to help you because ChatGPT might vomit out some bullshit. And until unless you know like what's a good email and what's a bad email, you'll never know, right? So you need to be good at this shit in order to actually differentiate between the thing which AI is giving you, if it's slop or not. So I'm just gonna pause that. It's got a reason I've selected like the extended thinking model. Claude has gotten so shit recently, so that's why I'm not using Claude. They nerfed the models pretty badly because the new model is coming up like Mythos or some shit. So I'm on ChatGPT. I don't know. It's much better for me than people complain it to be. So I'm just gonna wait for it to be over. Till then, I'm also gonna open up Plus Vibe. I just thought because that's what we use. So you can sign up. It's like instantly and smartly, but the great part is like it allows you to it allows you to what do you say it allows you to do whatever instantly and smartly it allow you to do without any errors. And these are the inboxes we created them using unlimitedinboxes.com. This is the app, and we use this because over here for like $99 we can get unlimited inboxes, and the first 100 inboxes are free, so you can try it out as well. I'll show you that we actually did create them over here and log in to the account which my partner used to create the inboxes. And basically like these are all the inboxes. I bought the domains, set them up. They're all Outlook inboxes because Outlook is the best right now in terms of deliverability. So yeah, unlimited inboxes for like $99. That's what we use. And for Plus Vibe, you can use the affiliate link. It's there in the description. Just a way to help me because I actually got like a new client who basically like bought the email. So I woke up in the morning to an email from Plus Vibe saying that, yo, someone bought from your referral link, so it's free fucking money for me. It's a way of supporting me, and we can get your discounts as well in the future. Anyways, so I'm just gonna come and I'm gonna create this like automotive big deal agency. Edit. I've not written any sequences or some shit. So now I'm gonna be writing this exact. So I'm just gonna paste this. Like you need to use something called Spintax. Basically, instead of hi, you can write like hi, hey, hello. So it automatically switches between them. It helps with deliverability. So I'm just going to do that. Hi, hello, hi, whatever. So it's automatically going to rotate through it. Helps with deliverability. Instead of first name, I'll just write like insert the actual variable for the first name. So hey, first name. Then it's basically like a question. So I'm not stealing his exact email. I'm just figuring out the first principles behind why it worked and then adapting it to our particular industry over here. So I'm just going to see what ChatGPT gave me. I'm just going to have a read at it. Yeah, so it's absolutely correct, like the way they position it, because they've only gotten warm traffic. It's not optimized for cold traffic, so your thing is actually pretty important. So this question, it kind of looks like a generic type of question, you know. Like you can tell it's like a marketing type of thing. So I can say something like, are you completely at capacity? I don't know how it would work. So, bro, so for the first email which you gave me, so hi, first name is obviously fine. But after that, the question which you asked, like, how are you driving qualified membership applications without overpaying for broad paid traffic? Bro, it seems like it just screams that it's like a marketing pitch or some shit. So we just have to figure out what exactly they want, which I'm not sure exactly what they call in their industry. So let's say I was writing this email to a marketing agency, which is my ideal customer profile, because I understand that industry. I'll tell you exactly how I would be writing this email so that you get an idea of what I'm looking for, and then you can like change the wordings and the offer so that it can match based on the industry we're targeting. So I would be like, hi, first name, that's completely fine. So the question which I would be asking is, can you take on more clients, or are you fully booked, or are you at capacity? Something like that. Then, if I have a look at the original email, so he's like, I don't know this particular thing, but like how he's saying this. But I remember like there's an angle which we once used where we were like, uh, not promising you're gonna get these results, but we just help XYZ type of person get the result you want. So something along those lines. So for example, over here in the sample email, the guy said right that this particular company unlocked $100 million in enterprise value. So everyone says that they have like the social proof and shit. So instead of just doing that, we can say like because if we do this, we're still going to be aligned with the way the founder of the company wants us to position the company. So we can say something like, not sure, like we can say something like, Now, I'm not promising I can do this for you. Like, no, we can actually do that. So we can say something like, I'm not promising you're gonna get the same results, but we just help revolve like whatever is the name of the company we help. So let's say I'm reaching out to an agency, so I can be like, not promising the same exact result to you, but we just helped Bundle Media, a video editing agency like yours, sign 6 extra clients over the last 4 weeks, which added $14,000 to their monthly recurring revenue. So something along those lines. And then we could be like, uh, can I show you how we did it? And then we can say like, then we can have like a sentence at the end like this guy is, you're probably wondering if there's a catch, but there's no catch. Or we can just like skip straight to the point and be like, there's no catch. Or we can just write, the catch is, by then you'll probably want us to do it for you, but if not, it's totally up to you. So something along the line like this part of the email I write, but we can include that particular angle which we used previously and it worked well. So some like, I know it's kind of all over the place, this voice note. I'm just thinking as well, so I don't have like complete clarity, but I hope you get what I'm trying to say. So based on that, like, create the proper email which I can send out, the first one. So we did get this email back from ChatGPT, which is not the great, which is fine because you never expect AI to write it perfectly. So I told him like I wanted to sound more human and some more instructions which I want to share with it. Bro, and the email which you gave me, I'm just like having a look at it. So it's not really good, bro. Because it again sounds generic, like, are you looking to add members? Or, bro, we need to speak in their language which the ICP speaks. Like, what do they call it? Like, bookings, rentals, whatever the shit they say. Like, you can just ask, like, I don't know, like, let's say I have a yacht chartering company. I don't know exactly how that industry works, but I would, like, maybe people call it yacht rentals. So if someone wants to send a cold email to me, they would probably be like, yo, do you have some yachts to rent out, or are all of them booked out? Something along those lines. Of course, I'm not an expert in that industry, so I don't know. But yeah, something along those lines. So yeah, just let me know exactly their words. And the case study which I shared, bro, it sounds super fucking generic. We can include the exact name of the company, we can include the exact revenue, whatever we held them to, so that it's similar to the end goal or what we promise. You know, that's exactly it. And keep it short, like maybe under 60 words. I want you to do that. What the hell does it mean by 48,105? What the hell? Anyways, I'll actually start writing it as well. Maybe they say, do you have more cars to rent? Do you have some to rent, or are you fully can you rent out some cars? I'm not sure if this is correct, and there's this free site called, yeah, you can see in case you're wondering like, where are the domains? Yeah, you can see like bigdealagency.co and shit. So these are the exact domains which you're using. So they're built in, unlimited inboxes. Anyways, so I'll go to Mail Meteor. Yeah, so this is fine. I'll just see what ChatGPT gave as well. I think mine is better. So I'm just gonna have a look at the case study as well on the website, so we can see. Uh, automotive. This is some other brand, Cosmo Tires. Oh, yeah, this. Revolve. Let me Google them. Oh, I can just write the name. $56 new memberships. $6 million. Yeah, this is a good case study. So I can write that over here. Role. Promising. We can do the same for you. We helped Revolve, a rental company like yours, add 200K to their monthly revenue. Promising it all weekend. Can I show you how we did it sometime this week? The catch is you want us to do the same for you. Catch is you'll probably want us to do the you by the end. How can he frame it? But it's but here and welcome to apply the strategy yourself. Perfect. Instead of you, can I? Why is it not working? Yeah. Boom. So I'll paste it into the spam checker and see. Not promising we can do the same for company. Rental. Missing anything to you, but we helped. The catch is you'll probably want us to do the same thing. The catch is you'll probably want to do the same thing for, maybe we can insert company name, but yeah, maybe we can try that. You want us to do the same. Ooh. Women think, yeah, by the end. But you're more than welcome to apply the strategy yourself. Perfect. And after that, we enter sender name, basically the first name of the person who's sending the email, and then we can add, what do you call it, send from my iPhone. Learned it from Himanshu Agarwal. He always used to do this shit, because now people think it's like an actual person sending it from his iPhone. Perfect, looks good to me. So I'll paste it into ChatGPT as well. I'm just sending this email. So this is the email which I actually wrote, so that you get an idea of the style of emails I'm looking for, and you can just like use it as a reference for future purposes. And now I'm just gonna head over to the video and see what was the follow-up.
Reverse auctions. And then, so we get to the offer part of this. This isn't typically how I would do this, but this worked, so I'm just going to share it with you. We can show you how. Would a person typing this put no strings attached?
Exactly. He said like if you type like this, like it appears like a robot speaking. It appears like something a guy would write in a cold email. Like no human speaks to another human being like that. So it worked for him. That's exactly what he's saying. He's worked, but he would probably do it differently. So again, just sound like a human being. Sound like you're speaking to someone one-on-one.
With the dash. Maybe they would, maybe they wouldn't. Maybe I've just looked at so much email copy that I feel like they wouldn't. Some more tips and tricks. We'll show you how you can do it. And then when I wrote this next line, I was thinking, okay, you have to think about it from their perspective. What you're going to, especially someone as smart as and the worst case scenario company, they're not going to. I'll show you how it was done. Like that's it. I'll do this. I study. It's not asking. Call to action for this was complicated. I put in the re thing here, switches it up a little bit. This works like a charm still. So switch it up. You can do. I mean, I've done like.
Okay.
This something related to what you're doing, or if you're giving them something for free, just don't make it sound scammy, make it sound somewhat intriguing.
Question first name. Let's split as that shit. And because he said like another thing, we can just create like a variation. A. And then the variation B, we could just like change the subject line to what he said over here, which is like something about the email. So I'll write new rental first name, because this seems like something a customer might send as well. So that's a trick. You have to appear like we just have to use the subject line to get them to open. That's it.
When you use
and I used to do this a lot, like this re thing, because people used to think they've already had like
name and question that always gets
conversation
always.
about it. So I'll do that as well.
Okay, email number 2. Hi again. Just popping in to see if you
And again, after this, like once I'm done with the video, I don't want to make it too long. I'll probably add like spin tags to this as well, like different variations of these words. They're going to convey the same thing, but it adds a variation to your emails, and it just is much better for your deliverability. There are a lot of free AI tools as well, I think you can use for that. I'll try to find some and share with you if I'm able to find it.
message and then call to action. This honestly isn't even the best. This is really basic. But usually, pretty much everyone who does email, their second email is just a bump. Like, did you see the last one? And there might be a 1 to 3 day gap in between this first one and this one. Next one, oh, actually, let me not move on. First, reference again your case study and your, like the crux of your message, call to action, because they're not going to, most people, they might not go back and read the full thing, your first email. Like, that's a lot of work. Make it as seamless as possible. Again, you can do this. Then this is a sort of, maybe a unethical thing to do, but it works. P.S. I write these myself. This isn't an automated sequence. But if you'd like me to stop emailing me.
I was thinking that, like, this guy is wasting the second email anyways. So we can maybe just have like a hook type of thing in the first email so that we get more positive replies and ensure that our deliverability is good. And we can just like write this particular part of the email in the next one. I think that's a much better way of doing this. Yeah, because he's doing that shit anyways, right? So I'm just gonna wait one day. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that shit. Yeah, so I'm just gonna write that. Hi, first name, and I can add syntax. Uh, Figured, thought you might be wondering why I reached out the last email. Not promising anything to you. So let's say I'm sending this to John. John, thought you might be wondering like why I reached out to you in the last email. I'm not promising anything to you, but we helped Revolve, which is like a car rental company similar to yours, add around $200,000 to the monthly revenue. Can I show you how we did it sometime this week? The catch is you'll probably want us to implement everything for you by the end, but you're more than welcome to apply the strategy yourself. So I think it's much better. We are wasting one email anyway, so just waste the first email. And this thing is like, this is gonna get so many replies, and it's much better to get a reply than to not get a reply. Because bro, whenever someone sends like an email like this, you're just bumping this up. He also knows it that no one is replying. Like he said this himself. No one replies to this email. People reply the most to the first email and then to the last email. Like I don't understand why people still send these stupid bump emails. So I just thought like I'm just gonna make some changes here.
Just let me know. And then this is a little genius thing as well. Funnily enough, iPhone doesn't actually do this anymore, but people would still assume that it is real because not that many people do it. So here's a really valuable little thing that will increase your follow-up percentage reply. When people see, okay, it was sent from my iPhone, then it really doesn't look like it was automated. It really looks like you wrote it out, and that makes them way more likely to reply, even if it's going to be a negative reply.
I'll probably write this in like the third email, but maybe that's a breakup email. I'm not sure. Like what to do. I can maybe write the PS here also. This. Actually, you know what? I can write that as the first sentence of my last.
They just sort of feel bad, this person's actually writing it out. But that might also make them feel more intrigued. It might make it look like it's more personalized. Yeah, really only marketer people are going to know that this is fake. So, yeah, you can do that if you like. I think sent from my iPhone is genius. Anyway, next thing. This is some syntax. If you're a cold email guy, you already know this. It should have already been in all these other ones, but I just took it out to make it easier, but I included it in this last piece. It will help your deliverability, what's supposed to help your deliverability, because it make another email to a different person will say, hey, first name. It's supposed to make you less likely to end up in the spam box. All right. I realize it might not be the right time. And then this is sort of a breakup email, we call it. Alex Berman, I think his name is, talks about this in his book, where, and it still works, your last email is sort of like personal. It's heartfelt. It's like, I realize it's not the right time. If you need anything, just contact me. We'll set up a quick chat. Then here's a really important piece. If someone else at the company would be better suited to talk about bringing expenses down, let me know and I'll contact them. You have no idea how much this little stupid line, putting this in the email, has gotten me forwarded to the right person in the company.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do something like that. So I'm just gonna take a screenshot and ask ChatGPT to extract the text again so we can edit it. Could you extract the exact text from the third email so I could just copy that in a code block and edit that? Oh, and then I can actually reference the website as well. Yeah. Yeah, we can send that. I'll paste this. Sure. And again, I'm just gonna wait one more day, and now over here, I can just write the breakup email. So I can write something like what can I say, like didn't hear back yet. First name, this is not the way to write first name, so I'd insert that shit. Didn't hear back yet. First name. I'm a real person typing this. So let me know. Let me know if this is relevant or if I should stop emailing you, or if I should stop. Just yeah. I realize maybe it's not the right time. Feel free to contact me when it is. Happy to chat then. Also, if someone else at the company would be better suited to talk about getting you new rentals, we'll talk about getting you, helping you book new rentals, let me know and I'll contact them. Yeah. I just enter that. And then the name of the person sending it. Oh, you don't know, you know what, we've already done that. So at the end what we can also do is just say like, if you have a look, if you want to have a look at the results, read about how we added 200k in monthly revenue for Revolve, you can head over to bigdealagency.co. Head over to, and this is how you add links in email. Boom, perfect. And I'll just paste it in spam checker. The right time. Send me an email when it is. Or not. Book more rentals. Perfect. Looks good to me. And we save all of them. That's it. That's how we wrote it.
Who then
Let me see
moves
if you
forward with
missed
the meeting
anything.
site. From Laura. Sometimes, if you're lucky, John will even think it's his obligation to look into this because the CEO, the big shot, the leader of the company, has told him to. Really, email gets sent in 3 weeks in the email because somewhat important tag. Now, don't give yourself the CEO, right? But if you're, because the exec, that's my recommendation. Not that big of a deal. And again, except for my names, but publicly traded company names or publicly traded companies, their CFO, who is like the second to the CEO in most companies in terms of hierarchy, and number 1 in terms of their finance-related inquiries. You know, if you're a marketing company, you'd be hitting up the CMO, the chief marketing officer. Our ICP, ideal client profile, is that CFO. These people get thousands of emails. So if you want to get a reply, you have to be on your game from a company of that size. They are extremely busy. Their time is worth a lot of money. So getting them on a call, it's a whole different ballgame. That said, this worked. So to be related to whatever offer you have, please don't capabilities, be it word for word.
Exactly, don't copy this shit word for word. Like, bro, I remember I made a YouTube video where I showed how we literally got like 14 calls booked out of just 1,000 emails sent. And then there's like an idiot who copied the exact email word for word, and he had like a 0.1, 0.2% reply rate. Like, I just saw like his instantly account. Like, if he's watching this video, he knows who he is. But, bro, it just does not work for some apparent reason. I don't know what it is. It just does not work.
Offer the service that I'm doing, because there's no chance that you watching this video have the same capabilities as my partner companies and I. But anyway, it's a great marketing case study. Yeah, I hope this was valuable. I'm sorry it was so long. But honestly, if you can't sit down for 20 minutes and watch a video like this,
Yeah, perfect. So we applied everything, build out the campaign. Now I'm just gonna scrape some leads using lead contact info, add them to the campaign, validate them using mailboxverify.com, and just start getting awesome results for Glenn, the lovely guy at bigdealagency.com, who wants help getting these qualified calls booked on his calendar. If you have any questions or anything, just let me know. We'll be more than happy to help you out. Take care. Lot of cool shit in the description. Bye bye.